Islam. Islam. It is June the 11th, 2018. Okay, right now I'm about to read. Good morning, Dwayne Baffelbeck. I'm about to read the Holy Quran. Circles the Holy Quran first. Okay. I'm gonna start off with the opening. It says, "In the name of Allah." Okay, it says, "In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the day of requital. Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray." Chapter 75. It's section 1, the truth of the resurrection. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Nay, I swear by the day of resurrection. Nay, I swear by the self-accusing spirit. Does man think that we shall not gather his bones? Yea, we are powerful to make complete his whole make. Nay, man desires to go on doing evil in front of him. He asks, when is the day of resurrection? So when the sight is confused, and the moon becomes dark, and the sun and the moon are brought together, excuse me, man will say on that day, whither to flee? No, there is no refuge with thy Lord on that day. It is the place of rest. Man will that day be informed of what he sent before and what he put off. Nay, man is evidence against himself. Though he put up excuses, move not thy tongue therewith to make haste with it. Surely on us rests the collecting of it and the reciting of it. So when we recite it, follow its recitation. Again, on us rests the explaining of it. Nay, but you love the present life and neglect the hereafter. Some faces that day will be bright, looking to their Lord, and other faces that day will be gloomy, knowing that a great disaster will be made to befall them. Nay, when it comes up to the throat, and it is said, who will ascend with it? And he is sure that it is the parting, and affliction is combined with affliction. To thy Lord on that day is the driving. Section 2, the dead rise. So he accepted not the truth, nor prayed, but denied and turned back. Then he went to his people in haughtiness, nearer to thee and nearer. Again, nearer to thee and nearer is woe. Does man think that he will be left aimless? Was he not a small life germ and sperm emitted? Then he was a clot. So he created him, then made him perfect. Then he made of him two kinds, the male and the female. Is not he powerful to give life to the dead? Islam. Okay, I'm also going to read 76. It's called The Man. Section 1, Attainment of Perfection. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Surely there came over man a time when he was nothing than that could be mentioned. Surely we have created man from sperm mix with ovum to try him. So we have made him hearing and seeing. We have surely shown him the way. He may be thankful or unthankful. Surely we have prepared for the disbeliever chains and shackles and a burning fire. The righteous surely drink of a cup tempered with camphor, a fountain from which the servants of Allah drink, making it flow in abundance. They fulfill vows and fear a day, the evil of which is widespread, and they give food out of love for him. Let me read that again. It says, surely we have prepared for the disbelievers chains and shackles and a burning fire. The righteous surely drink of a cup tempered with camphor, a fountain from which the servants of Allah drink, making it flow in abundance. They fulfill vows and fear a day, the evil of which is widespread, and they give food out of love for him to the poor and the orphan and the captive. We feed you for Allah's pleasure only. We desire from you neither reward nor thanks. Surely we fear from our Lord a stern, distressful day. So Allah will ward off from them the evil of that day, and cause them to meet with splendor and happiness, and reward them for their steadfastness with a garden and with silk, reclining therein on raised couches. They will see therein neither excessive heat of sun nor intense cold, and closed down upon them are its shadows, and its fruits are made near to them, easy to reach. And round about them are made to go vessels of silver and goblets of glass, crystal clear, made of silver. They have measured them according to a measure. And they are made to drink therein a cup tempered with ginger, of a fountain therein called Salzbil. And round about them will go youth, never altering in age. When thou see them, thou wilt think them to be scattered pearls. And when thou lookest thither, thou seest blessings and a great kingdom. On them are garments of fine green silk and thick brocade, and they are adorned with bracelets of silver, and their Lord makes them to drink a pure drink. Surely this is a reward for you, and your striving is recompense. Section 2. Another generation will be raised up. Surely we have revealed the Quran to thee in portion. So wait patiently for the judgment of thy Lord, and obey not a sinner or an ungrateful one among them, and glorify the name of thy Lord morning and evening. And during part of the night adore him, and glorify him throughout a long night. Surely these love the transitory life and neglect a grievous day before them. We created them and made firm their make, and when we will, we can bring in their place the like of them by change. Surely this is a reminder. So whoever will, let him take away to his Lord, and you will not unless Allah please. Surely Allah is ever knowing, wise. He admits whom he pleases to his mercy, and the wrongdoers he has prepared for them a painful chastisement. That's 75 and 76 of the Quran. Imani, it's time to get up. The next chapter I'm going to read of the Moorish literature is a historical letter. It says 447 East 40th Street, Chicago, Illinois, March 8, 1935, June 14, 1935. Copy from letters to Brother R. Eggleston Ill, Sister O. St. Clair Ill. Continue to believe and trust me for my words. I have done a great work for you all. Still, I'm going to do greater work for you all. I brought you all your nationality and name. The forefathers of the Moorish Americans had a name and a nationality. But in order to separate them from their achievements of their fathers, a name was given them which had no connection whatever with the founders of civilization. You all have a proof now that you are not Negro, black, color, or Ethiopian, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779, and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. In the deliberation of nations, no consideration is given to a people who are not a nation. The Europeans took the birthright away from the people whom they forced under bondage. They were not slaves. They were bound freemen. Excuse me. The subsequent generation who followed them in bondage were slaves because their minds had been subjugated to a European psychology. They were separated from the illustrious history of their forefathers, who were the founders of civilization. It is a blessing for a believer to receive a few lines from either prophet. Okay, this reminds me of the key in Morse 101 when it asks what does the word Jesus mean? It means justice. Let me in reference to Jesus, the word Jesus cannot be used by those who are slaves to sin in Morse 101. Okay, that's what I'm going to in that one. Okay, and then I'm going to read the Holy Crown Circle 7. I'll be right back. You mind to get up? You gotta do it. Okay, the next reading I'm going to do is chapter 26, the Holy Instructions of Unity. This is chapter 26, the Holy Instructions of Unity of the Holy Quran, Circle 7. Okay? It says, the gifts of the understanding are the treasures of Allah, and He pointed to everyone his proportion. Okay? Very long locks here. In what measures seemeth go unto himself. Okay, the gift of the understanding are the treasures of Allah, and He appointed to everyone his portion. In what measure seemeth going good unto himself. Hath He endowed thee with wisdom? Hath He enlightened thy mind with the knowledge of truth? Communicate it to the ignorant for their instruction. Communicate it to the wise for thy own improvement. True wisdom is less presuming than folly. The wise man doubt often and change his mind. The fool is obstinate and doubt not. He knoweth all things, but his own ignorance. The pride of emptiness is an abomination, and to talk much is the foolishness of folly. Nevertheless, it is the part of wisdom to hear with patience their impertinence and to pity their absurdity. Yet be not purified or puffed. I think it says, be not puffed up in thy own conceit, neither boast of superior understanding. The clearest human knowledge is but blindness and folly. The wise man feels his perfection and is humble. He labors in vain for his own approbation, but the fool peeps in the shadow stream of his own mind, and is pleased with the pebbles which he see at the bottom. He brings them up and showeth them as pearls, and with the applause of his brethren delight himself. He boasts of attainments in things that are of no worth, but where it is a shame to be ignorant, there he hath no understanding. Even in the path of wisdom he toileth after folly, and shame and disappointment are the reward of his labor. But the wise man cultivates his mind with knowledge. The improvement of the arts is his delight, and their utility to the public crowned with honor. Nevertheless, the attainment of virtue he accounteth as the highest learning, and the science of happiness is the study of his life. Islam. Alright, that's my reading for tonight. This is June the 11th, 2018.